Chimera DK, wide receiver from Florida, Home Squad Sports.
This is Jacob Harris, and shout out to Home Squad Sports.
Hey, it's Jake Brenningsool with Home Squad Sports.
This is Seth Hennigan here with Home Squad Sports.
All right. Home Squad Sports got a special edition here. Special guest Jackson Roper joining us here shortly. Offensive lineman, big recruit out of Colorado, Cherry Creek High School, trainee of 6-0 Academy. Dalton,
big recruit,
absolute stud. Your Gators aren't getting him.
I know.
Down to his top 4. You're not getting
It's okay. I was gonna try to convince him today, but
it's okay.
I'll just hold my breath.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, he's down to his top 4. Obviously, we see commitments flip all the time, but this guy looks like he's wanting to get his mind made up pretty early. Focus on ball, which is great to see. So, like I said, top 4. Man, got studs in here: Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, and A&M. He went to A&M camp.
Yeah.
MVP offer. Then it was just like kind of domino effect.
After
then he went, bam, Alabama, bam, Ole Miss. Oklahoma's already on him. Like, they're on a guys from 6-0. He's pretty much along the list of guys they're looking at, but one of the best, 6'5" there, 285. So absolute stud here. We got Jackson Roper joining right now. Congratulations on everything that's going on, buddy. And we're so happy to have you on, brother. How you been today?
I've been great. It's a good day. Well, a little early morning workout at 6-0 and did a little bit of golf, and now I'm here. I'm excited. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem, brother. Yeah, like you said, hey, golf. This is as a golfer. So he was just telling right before on stream that this guy he hit like 5 pars in a row, right?
Today, yeah.
So
last 5 holes, man.
All right, so golfer too. Nice, love it. Okay, that'll open up some opportunities down the line for you. Get you some maybe have a football players golf tournament down the line.
I bet he hits it far too.
Yeah. Oh my God, what do you drive it, Jackson?
I don't really know. I haven't measured, but we'll see. I mean, a little bit. It's a little good.
Yeah. It's somebody's backyard.
I got you.
All right, brother. Well, happy to have you on, like I said. And I found you through, who you're trained by at 6-0 Academy, like you mentioned. You kind of already alluded to what I was going to get to. It looks like he's having some difficulties. But the big thing what I wanted to say is like you said, he's already had a AM workout. This guy works out early.
Yeah.
He works out early. He works out at I think about 5 in the morning, and
early 5 a.m.
5 in the morning workouts, whole gang in there, which we'll have some video from once he gets back in here. But absolute studs from start to finish. I mean, bro, 5 in the morning before school.
Man, we did that at college where I was, but only 1 day a week.
Yeah.
How many days? He does it more than one?
Every
day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, one-on-ones and stuff.
Respectable, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's grinding.
Yeah, dude's a stud. He's an absolute guy. Like I said, you're going to get him back in here. Like you said, top 4. It's down to Oklahoma, Ole Miss, A&M, and Alabama. I mean, absolute studs.
A lot of old linemen in the NFL from all these schools.
Yeah, and we'll get into that too. We got some numbers from that as he tries to get back in here. Seems like he's having the same difficulties you used to have early on.
Oh man,
yeah.
Is he on his phone or?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
could be hot or overheating.
Yeah. It sometimes happen, man. Depends on just what you have, but we'll get him back in here. But like I said, stud.
I'm excited to see where he goes for sure.
Yeah. Now I'm getting him back on here, but I want to talk about some Florida recruits that's been, kind of announcing they're going to Florida. Give me a couple guys that you're pretty excited about that, y'all have had added these past couple days.
I like Justin Williams at receiver, 5'11", 190. Great speed, though. Absolute burner. And, 190 is bigger than your typical 5'11 receiver. So he can run through some guys, too. And then CJ Bronough, I'm really excited about. DB, 6'1", corner. Skinny frame right now, but he has a frame to put on more weight. Absolute lockdown, though. He's number 8 player in the state, number 6 overall corner. So
that's big time in Florida.
Number 6 corner, man.
Especially with DBs and wideouts that come out of Florida like every day, like in D-line.
Napier had a great couple weeks, and we were talking about it the other day. He's just that was just 2 of the studs, and then we had several others. Marquise Daniels, another receiver. He was the 6'5" one I was thinking of.
Okay.
He's another stud, 4-star receiver. So
okay,
we've been bringing in the receivers these past 2 years. We got 2 good freshmen this year at receiver. So it's looking up, man. If he wins some games this year, we have something brewing. I think.
I agree.
But he has to win games this year.
I think it's a big year for Florida. It gets bigger by the day, it seems like, right?
If you don't win 8,
you said this.
At least 8, right?
8 games, right?
He's gone, man. You can't
really?
just. Oh, you got to give 1 more year with Lagway.
Yes, I think so.
The junior year.
Yeah. I think you got to give Lagway that because if you fire,
he might leave.
Would you rather want to replace your head coach or replace your head coach and your quarterback? you're pretty much going to to replace both or replace none.
That's true,
my
man.
opinion.
I like that point. But these freshmen are definitely going to help the cause for him. Justin Williams, probably, I think he'll see the field. We got a lot of good receivers: Eugene Wilson, Michael Sturdivant. But there's room in the slot, so I think he can make some plays. And then Bronough, we're always looking for corner depth. Every team looks for corner depth, you know. We always have injuries at that position. And Dijon Johnson got cleared, but there's obviously some off-field concerns if you even got that far into it. And then McLean, hopefully it seems like he's been on a good path.
Cormani McLean.
Yeah.
Hey.
But he still has off-field concerns, so it's good to get this guy for depth.
Now, has Cormani McLean, he hasn't been in any trouble since Florida?
No, he's going to play this year a lot.
Yeah,
and,
a lot.
I mean, when he played at the end of the year, he was pretty damn good. So he made a pick his first play of the year, I think. First defensive snap of the year, pick 6. He said, put me on the field. So I think he's earned it, and it's going to be an exciting season, man. But, yeah, our freshman class in 2026 is looking up. Will Griffin, too. I know you're not a huge fan, but top 100 player in the country.
Highly touted. I think he's a good project.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't know what they're going to do as immediate once Lagway leaves, but I think it's good to have your guy. Like, they had Cade Klubnik, and they knew Cade Klubnik was going to be the guy for a long time.
I think Tremel Jones,
you like him?
Better than Will Griffin.
I like Tremel Jones.
We never know.
He made Elite 11 last year, finals.
Finals.
Absolute dog. I like him a lot. He was one of the guys that
I think he'll be better than Will, but hey, Will could surprise me, man. And I'm just glad he's coming. And we need competition in the QB room, so it's great to have.
Yeah, and
another Elite 11 guy. So I mean, it can't be too bad,
And all those guys, especially at quarterback, it's harder to get on the field with the higher conference you go to. And Will Griffin could have been a guy that, all right, I could have just went and got on the field in a G5 program really early. What do you think about the G5 news we've seen with Pac-12 adding Texas State? We'll go ahead and get into your opinion on that because we do have Jackson in here again, which is awesome. Jackson, can you hear me, brother?
All right.
Perfect. No problem, brother. No problem.
I've been there, man.
Yeah, in Colorado, we get you added in here. Hey, he's out in the mountains, man. He's at altitude.
That's true.
How you doing, brother? We want to give you a big round of applause. And, man, I'm really excited to have you on.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, thank
you. On here. Bear with me here. All right, can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So we want to get some questions here from you. I got quite a few. I want to get into your time here. Like we said, you are trained at 6-0, which is a mecca of offensive linemen at this point. I mean, this place is churning out guys left and right. You guys like Trey Zune that's coming out, Drake Nugent. We've seen guys like Connor McGovern. We've seen a lot of guys, as new, Deacon Schmidt, Brett Colajay, and now we have Jackson Roper to add to the long list of 6-0 guys who's going to be making headlines for a long time to come. How's it feel to kind of see your name finally get out there as a recruit?
It's been great, and that's the Dungeon family. So I've loved it. It's been really good, and obviously Coach McChesney has helped me a ton with my recruiting and just getting me on the map. He knows everybody. He knows guys, and just pushing me in the gym and stuff. It's been great. It's been really good.
I agree. I'm right there with you. I think he does a heck of a job of pushing you. Dalton, want to get you a couple questions, and he's from Colorado.
Right.
We kind of have a debate on pronunciation. I want to get you to clear this up. Is it Colorado or Colorado?
I say Colorado.
Okay.
Colorado.
Okay. I love that. All right. You any questions for our big man here?
Yeah, man. What's your favorite part about the 6.0 program? 60 program? What's
6-0?
6-0
Academy. Yes,
Academy. What was your favorite part?
So honestly, I went in and I didn't know too much about football itself. Like obviously, I knew the physical part, but I think a lot of what it has to do with is the mental aspect of the game. It's hard, especially in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. It's hard. So, like I said, he pushes us and he develops us mentally as young men to be able to handle that in the trenches. And I think that's the biggest part for me is becoming mentally tough. And then also like film and different things that you not always do with your high school that we do in there and work on and just preparing me for the next level.
All right, I like that.
I agree. Now, I want to get your thoughts here, like on 6-0. If anyone's not familiar with Matt McChesney, you're probably familiar with guys, he's trained. Like, we have a long list of guys here. it's hard, man. Like you said, you were up at 5 a.m. this morning, right? Working
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
And I have, and it's funny because you've been doing this. This is not new to you, right?
No, ever since I joined second semester of the school year, sophomore year, 5 a.m., 3-4 times a week.
3 or 4, okay.
Get it in there, and then so going to that, and then going to workouts with the school, and then school day and practice after. So yeah, long days, but it's it's been really good for sure. It's good work.
I agree. Now I was gonna get some footage here. I was like, okay, I got to do some deep digging and footage of him working out. But guess what? I didn't have to dig it long at all because he was up at 5 a.m. this morning, and I got we got video of it. Check what our guys doing here.
Time, break, good job, both of you. Left side, good. Control, ferocity. Aiden, use your hands. Roger. Left tackle, on you. Time, good job, Roper. Brody, left side. And then Aiden, right side, and then I want Kane next for the young guys. Ready? Last 2, Jackson, finish. Hands, Roper. Time. Good job, Brody. Both of you, that's an excellent rep. Last one for Lee. Hey, I see you going after his hands. That's what I want. Good job. Last one. Down. Louie. Finish, Rope. Hands, Lee. Time. Break. Good hands. Get him out. Good. 8, 3, 2 on you, Rope. 1, 2. Pop. Faster. Pop. Go. Get out there. Time. Break. That's it. Good. Got a one-on-one.
Now here you are at camp. We'll go ahead and pause this real quick. Man, like I said, 5 o'clock this morning, out there getting it in one-on-ones. He ain't, you got homework at night, but doing one-on-ones before you ever even, have school is crazy, brother.
That is crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, but that's one of the biggest parts of getting in there for me was being prepared for the camp season. And I feel like I did a really good job showing, and so especially one-on-ones, and that's huge part to that is doing those one-on-ones every Wednesday morning and going against great guys here in Colorado from a lot of schools.
I agree. And like you said, Cherry Creek's going to be your first year at Cherry Creek, where we're really excited to see what you do, man. Like you said, you're kind of new on the scene there with the 6-0, but you're racking up offers big time. We're going to see you play big time football. Your mom and dad's going to be able to pull you up on the big channels to watch you play every single week. Like they're not gonna have to buy some ESPN
Peacock.
ESPN Peacock Plus package. You're gonna be on with the big dogs, brother. And I want to get your thoughts and let the people know on what's the environment, because we know we played ball. I played in the trenches like you did. What's the environment? Explain it to someone who doesn't really know in 6-0 and just how that is every day.
So waking up, it's like, man, do I really want to go today? Do I really want to do this? And it's mentally challenging. Like I said, it's hard, but you go because I love the sport and all the guys in there love it. And you get there and it's a hard environment for you because he's pushing you and you can only push yourself so far. And Matt takes it a step further, almost 2 steps further every morning. And it's been great. And you can see the results through all the guys there as he really brings it out of you and he brings the best out of you. And honestly, that's what he wants is he just wants the best from you. And he wants you to give your best every morning. Yeah.
Every morning. And not every just morning. Every morning at 5.
5, yeah.
And I mean, dude, it's crazy. And like you made up a great point, bro. He coaches hard, but he cares harder. And he loves harder. And you want to be coached hard. I think a lot of the kids your age, a lot of your new generation gets a bad rap. That's kind of like these kids are soft, whatever. No, what I have come to see, especially guys from 6-0, I mean, you guys want to be coached because you know what it takes. There's no cutting in these corners. You can cut corners on Instagram and make your posts, but you can't cut corners when it comes down to these trenches. The game's changed a lot of ways, and you can't really hit the quarterback that much. We can't tackle that much, but the game hasn't changed too much in the trenches. Yeah. You have to be a dog then. You got to be a dog now. And, he gets you ready for that. He played in the league, for people that don't know, played in the league for 6 years, played offensive line and defensive line in the NFL.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Both sides in the league. So it's pretty crazy,
that is
man.
Wild.
You're learning from the best. I think he's one of the best in the nation. Now, obviously, you have a big decision. Obviously, a big elephant in the room. It's on the screen. Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Alabama, and A&M. You started racking up these offers. You won MVP at A&M's camp, right? O-line MVP?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Man, and we have footage from that right now. I want to get your thoughts here. I think we have this is A&M camp here first. You are actually, man, and like you said, you're doing one-on-ones at 5 in the morning. This is stuff you do every morning, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
and
could
football,
see it.
so much about football is muscle memory, especially with line. And you got to be pretty much desensitized to every situation in football, every down and distance. And that's the best thing about Matt McChesney. He does really good work on the board. So when you get up to that line and you're at College Station, you're on the game field and there's everybody watching. Do you just go back to what you learned, that morning or 2 mornings ago at 6-0?
Yup, it's muscle memory. And honestly, the biggest thing for me is I love to compete. I love to compete in anything. So I get there and I'm excited. Like I'm waiting for the one-on-ones because I love it. And, it's you versus the other guy. That's another thing that I love about the trenches and specifically this sport. It's individual battles that are won. And, my job is to dominate the guy in front of me. And I love it. It's exciting.
Exactly, and keep your quarterback jersey clean. So, that's just the number one part. We seen you're playing tackle. We seen you're playing guard at these camps. I paused this video right here because not a lot of people know, or a lot of people go to camps that actually you get to wear helmets at.
Mm-hmm.
I see you're wearing a helmet here. Is this at Alabama's camp?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you're a dog, so I think I know the answer to this question. But for the people, would you prefer this type of camp with the helmet, a little gear on?
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little defense can get a little rough. I mean, they just throw kind of bull rush, throw their head when you're not supposed to. But no, I like it because people try to throw hands to the face. And
Yeah, I've seen it in camps all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you see guys get worked up and stuff. But I would get mad if I lost, but obviously, everyone does.
Yeah,
but if I'm
whenever
going against a Jackson Roper, I'm not going to get too mad because, bro, you're out there really making it look easy. Like your footwork's amazing. Like you never over lunge. Your hands are always moving toward your defenses. They're going to be taking up time with their feet, trying to take care of your hands and knock your hands away. And bro, it takes time. A long time to get through a Jackson Roper block, and that ball's probably been out 2 or 3 times by the time anyone ever gets past you. So
He's locking them up.
It's crazy, brother. It's crazy. I got a couple more questions for you, then we'll pass it to Dalton. We covered the Senior Bowl this last year. We were there all week. We got to see 106 players get, future NFL players, see them every day practice. So it's really important to go to a program that's going to try to get you ready for that next level. We all know that. What's the biggest thing that's going to be kind of playing in your decision, to make to that next level? Or I want to get your thoughts on that. And 2-part question: do you want to play maybe guard or tackle, or do you have a preference at next level?
So, schools that I'm looking at, one of the biggest things for me is I want to have a home. I want to feel wanted and have a home. I don't want to I don't want to do the transfer game, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to go some of the smaller schools. Hey, you come play your first year, and then you transfer, and that's not what I want to do. I would rather go to a school with good opportunity and develop under good coaching, and then be able to play when it's my time. So for that, really, I just want a home and want good coaches who in a good environment as a team. And then second part of the question, what'd you say again? Is
at your position, like I see you're working at guard and tackle. You're 6'5". I mean, we see the offensive line. Obviously, you are the biggest on the field, but it seems like every year we're seeing guys get taller and taller, play inside. In my opinion, we're seeing 6'4",
6'8" this year. A couple guys.
So you're 6'5". So you can easily play guard at this new era that we're in. Are you wanting to play guard or tackle, or do you even have a preference at the next level?
So what colleges have told me is I'm kind of like in between. So honestly, at the next level, kind of SEC Big Ten ball, I'm probably interior. So I'm probably guard. I've even taken center reps and snap.
Okay, nice.
But I can slide at tackle. I mean, but like you guys said, there's some big kids now, some tall kids.
Big guys.
There is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're gonna fit wherever you go. Like you said, depends about scheme. You're a big ball of clay, brother. You can go any which way. We can put some weight on you up top. We can just go ahead and try to get you to squat a semi truck. I mean,
yeah.
I think if I was a coach, I'd be really excited
Good
because we
frame.
see a guy that you're at the trainer with 6'0", Deacon Schmidt. He's getting looks at even at center. We see Brett Colajay is definitely getting some looks at center, which he looks like he's going to be a prototype center. But like I said, you can go guard or center or tackle. I think it's going to be sky's the limit for you, brother, and we're really excited. Got a couple more questions before we get you out of here. Like you said, big decision coming up. Want to give you the numbers. I'm sure you're aware. You've been on. Have you gone on any unofficial visits yet?
So all these camps, I mean, you do the camp, but then it's kind of an unofficial visit after. I go with the coach and I have a great meeting with him. Been lucky enough to receive a few offers, and then I kind of go on a tour of the school and see some facilities and stuff. So I would say all the camps I've really gone to, I've gone an unofficial visit at.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's a good point because recruiting's changed so much since when me and Dalton played.
Oh yeah,
we were in the age where like DMs were like first starting to get like normal, like kind of a normal thing, but mail was still like a huge thing. Like getting letters was a huge thing. But I know it's changed so much, and for the better though. I'm glad you guys are getting paid and being able to reap the benefit of your hard work because brother, you put the hard work in every single day, and I think a lot of people that know the process know that this isn't really a big deal. It's small money in relevance of what you're trying to get to and the level you're trying to get to, because Coach McChesney doesn't coach you as a high school player. He coaches you as a college player.
No, sir.
Would you agree?
Yeah, no, he's full college, and that's his goal for us. Is he always says it's not to get there, it's to stay there and to play well. So where the goal is not to go to these big universities, the goal is to go there and stay there and dominate. And he trains us like that.
Exactly. I agree, brother.
That's
why I wanted to get you on because, man, I really respect what he's doing. It takes a special kind of person to want to get kids better and put them in a better position. And I really respect what he's doing and what you're doing, bro. I mean, there's so many kids that aren't working out at 5 a.m.
Like, what time you got to get up to get there? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How time does your alarm go off?
So 3:30 in the
Oh
morning.
my god,
Oh my God.
that's not the morning, bro.
Dude,
That's night.
I'm up at that
I
time.
wake up.
3:30 at night.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh, because especially school time, I got to get my stuff together. I was
Right.
baseball, so I got to get all my baseball stuff together and school and get ready for the day. So it's wake up and then it's like a 30-minute drive from where I'm at to get there. But no, it's early, but I get to bed early too. So I'll go to bed at like 8:30.
I bet you're exhausted every night.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear. I mean, it's crazy. Dalton had a personal trainer, though, when he was in high school. He was there late nights, but them early mornings.
Yeah, I went after
is
practice.
crazy.
That was a little better.
Do you know any chance now? It depends where state by state. High school football is all different. Do you all have like Saturday morning practices like the day after? Is that what you all do at Cherry Creek?
Yeah, so we're like every once in a while. So we're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then like this week, yes, we have a Saturday morning practice.
Cool.
Oh, in the off season, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, brother, man. Really excited to have you on. I want to give you some numbers here. Like I said, they've probably been spit at you 100 times. Like you said, on these unofficial visits / camp deals. We did some number crunching. Current offensive lineman in the NFL out of your top 4. Now we got Oklahoma at 13. We got Alabama at 10. We got A&M at 7 and Ole Miss at 4. So these teams, they're putting
13,
guys
wow.
in the league. Obviously, rosters are going to probably increase with free agency and mini camps. But, I mean, these teams, I mean, do you look at those numbers and some of the numbers that they're putting in the league as making your decision?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great product. It shows great coaching, and especially if a coach has been there for a long time, it shows how he can develop players. And for sure, I mean, that's a big thing is seeing how many guys you can put in the league. And especially, well, for me, it's more I got to get there first and prove it. But that's a great bonus is seeing those guys and the connections get into the league for sure.
Yeah, you always want something to work towards, to kind of look at the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm sure when you were a kid, you just wanted to be a guy that plays on Friday nights. Then when you got on Friday nights, you wanted to play on Saturdays. Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna play on Saturdays. I want to play on Saturdays on ABC.
Right.
I want to play on ESPN. So okay, so now he's got that check mark. Okay, he's gonna do that. Now I want to play on Sundays. So
yeah,
you got the perfect guy in front of you. I want to kick it to Dalton here. You got a couple more questions before we get you out of here.
Yeah, let me ask you some on-field questions, man. What's your favorite play call? You know, every player has a favorite play call. What is yours? So are you just absolutely happy when you hear it called? I'm about to dominate this play.
So I got two.
Okay.
There, I got two. I love just a nice down block. If I get someone on their hip, usually can get a little pancake, and but love a down block and love a pull, like flat pull, and just catch some guy off the edge. So those are my two.
Love it.
All right, I like that. Something else I got for you. What's your favorite scheme offensively? Do you have one? Do you have a preferred scheme, or do you not care at all? You just tell me what to run and I'll run it.
Yeah, more like that. I think especially at Creek, we run a lot. We run a lot of different things. We have some different schemes and stuff. And generally, like not as much scheme based, but I like to run the ball. I mean, I love run blocking, so it's pass pro is fun. You know, the one on ones and stuff. That's cute, but I like run blocking for sure.
Love
Less
it.
of a
Nasty.
I feel like run blocking would be more fun as a lineman.
Yeah.
It seems consensus.
I played center, so bro, I loved it when we ran if there was a 3 tech walking up, and if I knew it was a cage, we called it cage block, center and guard. Yeah. That's what we called it, cage block. So we would do a cage block. If I knew I had that angle on him, if I knew my left guard had that angle coming in that down block, oh my god, I'd walk up to the lines laughing, bro. I'm like, this is hilarious.
I like pass plays more.
I like the nice middle screen too. Nice screen, nice middle. But
middle looks fun.
Yeah. And then so you're in Colorado. Sorry, I won't say Colorado ever again. So we had to get a guy. He's a Denver Nuggets fan.
Yeah,
by the way.
Huge fan.
You like Jokic fan?
Yep, I love Jokic. Love basketball. Love Jokic. Love the Nuggets for sure.
And he's a baseball fan. You're a pitcher as well, right?
Oh, pitcher.
Yeah. I mean, I pitched a lot when I was younger. Now, I get a little big for football, so they kind of stick me at first base because I love to hit. But
I was gonna guess first, man. No offense.
No, you gotta protect the money bags. Man.
I mean, 285. If you play any other position, that's crazy.
Yeah, no. Freshman year, I came in at like solid 225. I played right field, and I was happy with that, but times changed a little bit, so a little big for right field.
Hey, first is easier anyways, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's love. All right, brother. Well, man, before we get you out of here, I do want to thank you for joining on. I know we had some technical difficulties at first, but we got you finally on. It's we've been hard to get hold of because, brother, you've been working so hard. I mean, you've been out here out of town every other weekend. Do you have any more camps coming up? I know you're down to your last 4, but you're pretty much just focusing on the season.
Yeah, no, sir. I don't have any more camps, and just focusing on the season and excited. It's going to be a good one.
Love it, brother. Well, we're really excited. We're going to be following you every step of the way. Any player that, we cover a lot of quarterbacks. So we did Elite 11 this year. And, man, anybody that we cover, man, we follow every single week. We will check the scoreboards for you every week, brother, and hope to have you on, later in the season.
Yes, sir.
Sir, would love it. Thank you guys so much for having me again.
No problem,
I appreciate
brother.
you for coming
ladies
on.
and gentlemen, that is Jackson Roper, Terry Creek, Matt McChesney there does not train scrubs, bro. Like he just don't.
I know you were on him early.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and Roper was a guy who I knew his name for the past 3 or 4 months, but I just couldn't put a face to the name. It's good when you don't know offensive lineman's face because that means you're getting beaten drills if I know your face.
Oh yeah,
you're getting turned around. So I've only seen his back, which is good.
Yeah, you got a point there. Actually, I never thought about that.
I've only seen his back. So pause, but. Shout out to Jackson for joining us on. Hopefully we get him later in the season. We'll have this interview, for the rest of the week there. We'll get into some news, Dalton, some recruiting news. Like we said, Pac-12 has gotten stronger. You want to say it's not going to be a power conference. It's okay. I get it. But I mean, we have to add some more teams. But are they on the way with adding Texas State? They're not on the way. They're far away.
That's actually just – did you hear that question out loud? Like, Texas State? They go 6-6 every year in the Sun Belt.
It doesn't matter,
right?
They got Texas.
They got Texas money, but they can't win the Sun Belt.
I think.
So you think maybe they'll get more money, more supporters in a bigger conference. That's what you're thinking.
That's what it's all about.
I mean, that is true, but
that's probably the biggest thing about moving to conference.
I mean, who's the best team in the Pac-12 right now? Washington State and Oregon State.
Glad you just said that. So we're going to have Oregon State, Washington State, Boise State,
Boise.
Colorado State,
Yeah.
Fresno State, San Diego State, and Utah State.
Yeah, no shot.
Okay, and now Texas State.
Yeah, not a power, no.
Okay, so
Group is 5, group is 6.
how many more teams away? 2 or 3 solid teams? Or just 2 really solid teams?
On Boise's level.
Okay.
But,
2?
yeah, at
like
least.
And who would
Maybe
they be
3.
equal to at that point? ACC, in your opinion?
I guess they won't replace one. Just get 5. If they could bring in Memphis from the AAC, James Madison, how good they've been their first 2 years.
Okay.
And see, there's not many teams that's going to come to that conference. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think of group of 4 teams, group of 5 teams now.
Yeah.
Those 2 are the ones that stick out. Who else would you think? Who's been really good lately? Group of 5. UNLV. How about they need to add UNLV too?
That'd be really good.
That's a layup.
Dan Mullen, yeah. He because if you heard if anyone that kept up with UNLV this past offseason, they were kind of having trouble in getting Dan Mullen his money for his contract. They didn't know if they had it. So it was kind of like
I remember that.
Kind of wait on it. So if they maybe move conferences, I think that'd be a good look for him. But I like to just I wouldn't say optimistic, just really I like to think of so outside the box of what could happen.
I mean, I'm saying if you call that power conference, that's just SEC is definitely splitting off. Then
I agree.
That would just make us mad.
I agree, but I think
you have to play Texas State and James Madison, or Texas State, Utah State, Colorado State, Fresno State, 4 games in a row.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about this? I think we're going to see more Power 4 teams in G5 conferences.
Dropping down?
Sense, huh?
What do you mean, like
just level of team?
Yeah.
Top 2 or 3 teams are going to be P5 level, P4 level, but they're just not in that. Obviously, there's going to be a drop off, and that's where the conversation starts at. But I think the top of the Pac-12, 2 or 3 is going to be strong, no matter who it is. What do you think? No,
I can't back them.
The best team in the Pac-12 is going to have a what record
this year?
Yeah.
Is Boise
in the future?
Oh, not this year. Next year,
average,
I guess. Yeah.
On average, that what you see.
Boise
10
in the
wins, right?
I mean, probably.
So
but 10 wins against some bad teams, man.
It depends who they play, because obviously pay games are going to.
You got to win some out of our conference games in that conference.
Not a lot of pay games, so I agree. But I like to see where they're going to be. I really do have faith. Now I'm a Gonzaga fan. We're a Pac-12 basketball. We don't have a football team, but I think they're going to on the hunt for a couple other teams. I really do.
Oh, Gonzaga's in too, right?
Yeah,
in basketball.
Yes, basketball. So we'll see.
Not baseball.
Yeah, just sure.
Every other sport.
Yeah,
basically.
everything, but because they don't have football. But we'll see what happens, and we'll get to some recruiting news. But wanted to get your thoughts on that, and I was really.
I just don't think so. I mean, I like it. I like it. I like that we're getting better. It's going to be a better conference than what we have.
But it's up from the Sun Belt. So
that's what I'm saying. It's going to be better.
They leveled up. So anytime a team levels up, man, their recruits.
Oh, good for them, man.
Going to be better.
Honestly, good for them. GJ Kinney, good job.
That'll be good for them. So that was the numbers for the offensive lineman we had for.
Man, 4 is low.
I know.
13's crazy though.
Want to get some thoughts on here? Now we've seen Sac State got denied for being in the D1 this past week. Want to get your thoughts? I'm rooting for Sac State. Obviously, we know I don't have a football team. This might be my football team in the beginning. We'll see. Maybe where Jackson Roper goes. We don't know. But they're really moving forward and full steam ahead, and they plan on playing FBS football in 2006. What do you think?
2026.
Do you think they are worthy or no next year?
I mean, we'll see this year if they're worthy, man. I can't say it yet. Their recruiting class looks great.
Amazing.
Got a lot of talent this year coming in.
They they have to show out, right?
They got to win 9 games at least, right? In the FCS to look good.
I was just about to ask that. What are you thinking of? What
9 minimum?
9. I like 9. Jaden Rashada, quarterback, obviously. Haven't got to see him really play football. We've seen him change jerseys a lot, but we got to see this guy play football. I think he's going to be okay. I
mean, I don't like. I don't say this often. I don't like the kid. He tried to sue Florida.
Yeah.
He lost. So that's all I gotta say. He's the only guy I don't really like.
Yeah.
Out of kids.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Because but it probably wasn't his fault. Honestly,
exactly.
It's probably support system, man.
Exactly.
So it's not even him. Sorry, Jaden. It's your family sucks, dude. Or your agent, somebody.
Yeah. It's usually
but ball out now that you're at Sac State, and I hope you get a good redemption story, man.
Yeah, I got faith in him.
I hope he does. That'd be cool.
Just fine.
I love a good redemption story.
I think Sac State's going to win 9 games this year, maybe 10. I think they're going to be in the FBS in the next 2 years, and I see them being just as good, if not better, than Kansas. I mean, how can they not be better than Kansas in a couple years? You can't tell me they can't be better than Washington State in a couple years. Like
Washington State churns through QBs, man.
I know these guys are too. From the guys they're offering, they're going to get one. They're going to get one. All these guys they're offering, they offered our boy Will Jackson. I mean, they're offering the right guys, I would say, but it's a hard sell right now. The sell will get easier and easier as time goes by because they'll be like, okay, we're finally going deep.
I know you're a big believer in them, so
Big believer. Big believer. I think they're going to be okay. I love to see a new blood team. Obviously, when I was a Charlotte Bobcats fan, expansion. I'm a fan of expansion. Of the more the merrier. And we've seen a lot of teams get invited. But
Delaware this year, Missouri State.
yeah, Delaware, and then we got our guy Bryson Beaver that just decided he's going to be an Oregon Duck. So he didn't make our uncommitted list because he was actually committed to Boise State. So he was going to go Pac-12, but decommitted, and now he's an Oregon Duck. Oregon is.
I don't know about that name for Oregon Duck.
Beaver, I know.
That's kind of.
I know. If I was Oregon State, I would have offered him probably $10 million.
I swear.
You had to, because you're the Beavers.
Yeah.
You have to.
And that's a rival?
Yeah, exactly. So, that's pretty crazy.
That's
Malik
funny,
Murphy,
but
obviously the quarterback at Oregon State. We'll see who he does this year. But Bryson
cast
Beaver,
off.
Yeah, this guy's good. He's a level upper. We've seen a couple guys level up these past couple weeks. Jet Damala.
He's jumped a lot.
He leveled up from Iowa State to Alabama. So this guy right here, Bryson Beaver, is a stud. And Oregon got better. Do you think Dan Lanning stays 2 more years or 3?
Where else? Where is he going to go? Bama?
NFL or Bama. Love that.
Bama's coach getting fired after this year.
You think so?
We go 7-5.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they'll give him one more year with Keelan.
All right. Well, either way, he ain't going to get more than 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
We agree on that.
I agree.
So he could go to Bama. I don't think he goes NFL, man. Look at everybody that's tried it.
Yeah, it's all about money and control at this point, and
yeah,
college football
is like NFL.
College football is where you have the most control, but it's less control than it was a couple years ago.
Less every year.
Yeah, less and less every year. So I agree. We'll see what Bryson Beaver does at Oregon. Had to add that in there.
I think he could be a guy that stays there, one of the coaches that stays there for a long time.
Dan Lanning?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I wish. I would
but there's
hope so.
There's so much money at Oregon, and
you would think, but for there to be all these, there's too many rumors and murmurs of him leaving for it, not at least a little bit for it to be true. And like you said, he has all the resources. He has Nike, Phil Knight. 0 should be true. There should be 0 murmurs. Their student should have an Oregon tattoo.
That's true.
Like, in my opinion. So I think, I don't know why, honestly, because Oregon swung and missed on a few guys at quarterback this year. Guys are decommitting. But we'll see. Kelly Smith Jr. is there. We'll see if he has.
Yeah, he's supposed to be good, man.
Another guy that flipped his commitment was Herrera, Cash Herrera. Great name. All name list here.
Oh, Cash anytime.
Cash, we got to see him throw in person at Elite 11 at the regionals. He was at Iowa. So this is him back when he was committed to Iowa. And, man, like you said, Dalton, I mean, things change pretty much every week, every couple of days, it seems like, in recruiting. So, obviously, this changed. He is now committed to Indiana. He's going to be a Hoosier. And
good choice, I think.
Do you think he's a future starter? I think he is.
Yeah.
I think he's a future starter there in Bloomington.
I like that. I think this is a guy that they can develop. He's gone to the portal the first 2 years.
Yeah.
The work in Mendoza, but I think they can develop this guy. He could be the next starter for sure, man. But I also like they got Mendoza's brother on the team, younger brother.
Really?
He might be.
Too?
He's a developmental guy.
Oh, wow.
So he's got to beat him out.
Yeah, I think he possibly could, man, because if you see his picture, I know you can't really tell, but if you see like his face picture, he doesn't seem that big. But then you see him throw, he's bigger in person. So Iowa lost a guy, man. We'll see what Iowa does at quarterback.
I think it's a good career move on Cash's part.
I
mean, if you want to go to the league,
it shows me that you didn't want to play it safe. He didn't want to play it safe.
Go to Iowa, get an easy. Yeah.
I mean, if your throw, I think at Iowa, his all of his pass attempts, what do you think? 70% was going to be play action.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
that's what they do.
You just want to maybe get under center or in gun and run an actual offense that, favors your talents. Does he want to hand it off and get like 5 hard throws a game? And we want to say 5 hard throws. Like, well, I would like 0 hard throws. Well, if you don't have any hard throws, you don't have any opportunity to put good tape out.
Yeah, you can't. If you're in a system, you see guys that comes from the systems where everything's wide open.
Yeah.
Usually doesn't work.
Yeah. And if you really want to follow us and get up-to-date news, you can follow us on Home Squad Sports because, man, we have you up-to-date every single week. Pretty much every single day. It's not every day, obviously, but, man, we got our guys, quarterbacks and O-line that are recruiting left, right, committing left and right.
Yes, sir.
Big pickup for the Hoosiers. We're going to get into your new Florida Gators your two new players. Really excited. I think you guys are just getting guys. Every time I open my phone, it's a freaking Hayes Fawcett.
Yeah.
Hayes Fawcett.
Hey, it's big Florida guy.
Yeah, edit of Florida getting an absolute stud.
We jumped like 50 spots in a week. Like, we were in the 60s. Everybody's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was like, that's all right. This happened last year.
And you're talking about 27 class or 26? 26.
I was like, it's happened last year. He's a late closer. That's what Nape is. That's what
Love
he
it.
did again. Still in the
think he
running
will.
for a couple studs. So, love it, man.
Love it.
Like it. I like it.
And then we have your first boy, CJ here.
Bronough.
CJ Bronough, he's a DB, so he's a stud. Let's go ahead and get into his tape. The tape speaks for itself. And I was watching it earlier, and he's an absolute guy.
Plays bigger than his size.
Yeah, explain to me what the Gators are getting. Explain to the fans as well what the Gators are getting.
This is a pure man corner
Mhm.
who can break on the ball, as you can see right there. His breaks are great. He'll come downhill and
Okay.
just break on the ball. He might not get a pick every time. A lot of PBUs. And like I said, he plays bigger than his size, man. You'll see him hit some guys.
Yeah.
And he's at 170. At 6'1", though, he got a frame. You can add 20 pounds and
he's got length.
play on Sundays.
He's got length. I like a lot.
Yeah, he's got speed too. Look at that. His speed is the football. You don't get the football a lot, but that means he can run with receivers, mirror them, and he can play off man right here. Maybe a little cover 3. Great
Pick.
ball skills.
Oh, wow. Nice pick.
He has great ball skills too. Yes.
I like him. I think he's got, like you said.
I mean, like I said,
Go
what's
ahead.
up, bro?
No, I think he said, like you said, he has good size to work with. I think he's going to be good.
I think, I mean, like I said, number 6 corner in the class, man. It's hard to get ranked that high as a corner. You got to really put up good tape to be your top 10 corner because you got to put picks on film.
True.
Doesn't matter if you're locking down people. Like,
Doesn't matter if
you
they're
can't be
not throwing.
Revis in high school. It sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no film.
Yeah,
You actually need to get. You got to bait people just to get thrown to and stuff. Risk getting a catch sometimes just to get film. I tried it all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what you got to do as a corner, and this guy did it perfectly.
That's a good point. I think a lot of the great corners we see, if we really break down the tape, I'd say a lot of their good plays are kind of plays in recovery. They kind of messed up first half of the play, and they hurried up
Recovery
snagged
speed
it.
is
Yeah.
my biggest thing for a corner. Yeah, because you're gonna stumble, you're gonna lose at a hitch or a breaking route, out breaking route. You're gonna lose half a step every time. So you got to be able to recover, man. Speed's the biggest thing as a corner. I don't want anybody running under 4.5.
Yeah, and then that's a good point because me and you have learned the hard way on this. If we see a player, a high prospect, doesn't matter if you have offers or not. If we see him have like damn near perfect tape, it's great, but it's kind of like a red flag. Who you playing?
We've seen it, yeah.
You know,
We've seen it time and time again at the QB camps, man.
Yeah, we've seen guys just absolutely light it up on film. Looks like they're going to be, I mean, a P4 starter guy. And then we get there and like, okay, this guy must not really play.
He's okay. He's on the list, though. I mean,
yeah.
But it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell with some guys, but this guy, you can tell he's just a baller. You can tell when a guy's good, and this guy locks these down, man. It looks like he can run a corner blitz too. I love that.
Yeah, he's a stud. I like this pickup for you all.
Me too, man. Like I said, put on some weight. Maybe redshirt him this year.
Yeah.
First year.
If I'm a high
170.
school recruit these days, if like Jackson Roper, we just talked to him. He's, in my opinion, going to play pretty early. Not obviously freshman year, but pretty early.
Yeah.
If I'm not that level of like ready physical wise, I'd love to be redshirted. Love to be redshirted.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing. I think a lot of these things that had bad reputations or bad raps.
A lot of the
aren't
players,
bad.
I mean, half the NFL was probably redshirted.
Yeah, it's a good thing, bro. It's like extra year. I mean, it's a COVID year.
I wonder what percentage. I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah, it's a lot, bro. I mean, half the draft was redshirted.
That's what I'm saying. So I bet 50% of the NFL is
You've
probably
done a lot
red.
of scouting there with draft professors, and like most of the players you walk over are redshirted.
Fifth year, sixth. Yeah, I know.
I agree.
It's like the age thing's gotten less important for the draft every year.
I know.
Like how old you are.
That's true. I think they're just wanting to get the most out of you while they can.
Right. If I get 5 great years out of this guy instead of 10 decent years from this guy.
That's true.
Yeah, I'd rather have to take the great seasons. Yeah.
And then another guy y'all are going to get a lot out of is Justin Williams. You said this is a kind of a Swiss Army knife from what I've seen on tape. They got him at running back. They got him wide
He's a
receiver.
weapon.
I like this guy. Tell me a little bit about this guy for people that aren't familiar.
Like you said, he's Army knife, maybe a little Percy Harvin
Oh, wow.
to his game.
Oh, wow.
A little early to say, but he has a big recruit, man. And a lot of people wanted this guy, and you can see why.
He's a running back right here.
He's so quick with the football. 5'11", 190, so he's going to play receiver.
Yeah. And he's playing a little wildcat right here.
He's going to play receiver. He just don't have the weight on to play running back, but
He's pretty much a guaranteed.
his yards after catch is what's going to shine.
And you said he's pretty big?
5'11", 190.
Okay, I was about to say, I think he
The
looks
other
like a
the other
great
receiver
slot.
is a 6'5" guy.
Yeah, he looks like a great slot.
Yeah, exactly. I love him. Him and Wilson on the field at the same time would be great. He probably won't be able to. That probably won't happen. Wilson's going to leave after this year, most likely. But this guy can step right in for Wilson in the slot, I think, and produce. With Lagway, be a freshman.
God, I mean, this guy's actually.
But we got a lot of guys, man. He's got to earn it. But I think he's
Uh-huh.
got the skill. It's a big pickup. 2 good receivers in this class. Great corner. Just got another guy we got, 5-star DN. I forgot to mention. So it's looking up, but you can see on film, this guy's just explosive with the football. He outruns everyone.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's playing some receiver here.
Nice
like you
back
said,
shoulder
DB,
catch.
running back. I mean, he can do.
Yeah, he does
anything.
everything.
He can do anything, bro. I like this guy. I think. Do you all have a guy that's kind of like a designated Devin Hester for you all, or can this guy possibly return for you guys?
Oh, we had DK, one of the best returners in the nation last year. Hopefully he wins a job in Tennessee. But no, you don't have one. I don't know who it's gonna be this year. No, I think we definitely got some options though. Tank Hawkins will probably return.
Okay. Now I like this guy once
Tank
he
Hawkins.
gets on campus for you all to return. I mean,
Okay.
he reminds me of a guy that we played with, Taiwan.
Yeah.
How he doesn't look like blazing speed, but you can tell he's got field speed and great vision. I think this guy could definitely, be a good punt returner.
Okay, yeah, you're right with the vision. Yeah, I would love to see him return punts, man.
I would love. Yeah, I think he'd be a great fit for you. Honestly, I think Florida's going to be.
I mean, he's a great fit for our offense,
God.
the way we like to operate.
How do you all not win? Like, I don't know, man.
This year, next
I don't
year.
know. I really hope that you all have a great year. Honestly, like I am rooting for you all. I'm rooting to see what happens. Napier's got a lot of pressure on him. For the first time, I think that's valid pressure. I think all the other pressure was kind of premature. Of like the hot seat stuff. Some of it was valid, some of it wasn't. But I think now it's like, bro, all right, check mark on recruiting. Can you win games?
We wanted him fired after the first game last year.
I know.
For sure.
I know.
We wanted his head out there on the street.
Oh, I know. I was a big proponent of that first couple weeks. I'll be man enough to say it. He's won me over.
We both admit it. Yeah, I want him gone too. I mean, that Miami game was crazy.
Yeah, you said you wanted him fired at halftime.
Yeah, halftime. I didn't make it to the end of the game, bro. I was like, let's get him out of half, start over. But he got Lagway, and he's got a great recruiting class coming in the next 2 seasons. So he's building something special in Gainesville, I think. But he's got to prove it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you'll have a bright future, and we'll see. We'll get into some more news, Dalton. As a Senior Bowl, an event that we cover, we were blessed to cover, like we said, we mentioned it earlier, 106 players that got drafted last year out of last year's Senior Bowl. Just announced a new title sponsor, Panini. No longer Reese's Senior Bowl. It's the Panini Senior Bowl, and the sign looks good, right?
I like it, man. It's classy.
Looks good. They hung the sign up in downtown Mobile, somewhere we were.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, walking around there. Look at it at downtown Mobile. Looks pretty solid. Looks solid.
We probably walked past it.
Oh yeah, we did. Like we saw this right where they had the concert, where they had the music. It was kind of like right across the street. So shout out to them. Hopefully we'll be down there on the Mobile cover of the Senior Bowl, keeping you all up to date for the future NFL guys.
I hope so.
The draft starts in Mobile, they say, and they're not wrong.
Great quote, and it's true though.
It is
I mean,
true.
106 guys. Jeez.
Yeah. Studs.
That was
We
almost the whole team.
We had to see your Jackson Dart, future quarterback. We got to see him all week.
Got to see a lot of my Florida guys there. Got to see
DK, Cam Jackson.
It was studs. We saw a lot of studs.
Oh, yeah.
Early round picks.
Oh, bro. We saw Josh Connolly first round, got to interview him. We saw pretty much almost
Maxwell Hairston.
Yeah, we got Betch. We seen Gray Zabel.
Grable.
We seen Tyler Shuck.
Ursure was there.
Yeah,
did not get to
didn't play.
participate, but he was there.
And Mimbu was supposed to go, but he
Yeah,
didn't
both
play.
of them, yeah.
Wish we'd have got to see Mimbu play. The offensive lineman from Missouri.
That would have. Yeah, I know.
He was a stud, bro. He went high and he had a crazy combine. A number of guys. I mean, Brashard Smith had a great, returning.
ETN.
ETN. Oh my God, ETN was breaking guys. Mason Taylor had a great week.
Yeah, Mason Taylor
And
had
then
a great week.
a big guy, Loveland, right? Was Loveland
He wasn't there. He was hurt still.
Who was the other one? Oregon.
Oh, Jake Ferguson. Yeah,
Yes.
drafted to the Rams.
Yes, very good guy.
Oh, I don't know about him.
I like him.
In the
I
NFL.
think he's a Loveland Jr. in my opinion.
I don't know about him in the league.
I really do think he's a Loveland Jr.
All right, I just don't think he's got the speed.
Give me the starting 2 quarterbacks for your projected starting 2 quarterbacks for this upcoming Panini Senior Bowl.
Wow, that's tough,
Klubnik?
man. I think
Klubnik, you think make the trip?
Probably not, man.
And it's Musmeyer, a junior or senior?
I'm trying to think of who would.
Nussmeyer's a senior.
If you're going first round, you usually don't go. If you're guaranteed first round, right? So
It
9
depends.
times out of
I
10,
think only
Jackson
if-
Dart would
Only
guarantee.
if you're not guaranteed. I would say you would go to the Senior Bowl if you're not guaranteed number one off your position. Oh, in my opinion. If I'm not QB1, I'm going to the Senior Bowl. If I'm QB1, Cam Ward, I'm not going to any of them like he did. But, Tyler Shuck was QB2,
Three, right?
QB2 and QB3 was there. Jackson Dart and Shuck.
That's true.
So I think if you're not QB1, you probably want to be there. Because if Shadur Sanders was at Senior Bowl, guarantee he wouldn't have went 5th round.
Was it South North or East West?
It is the South North. No, it's the National American. Yes. National and American team for the Senior Bowl.
That don't even make sense.
Shrine Bowl's East-West.
National, what does that even mean?
America, National League
I
American.
know,
I mean,
but
same reason that baseball does it probably. National League American.
I just don't know how they separate the teams. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Just fifth flip of the coin.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right,
I
well,
think
give me Nussmeier will start probably. I think he'll go.
Senior, right?
Either way, he'll leave.
Yeah, exactly. Because juniors can't play in the Senior Bowl. They just started doing that 2 years ago.
Mhm.
So you're thinking Klubnik and Nussmeier?
I think Nussmeier and not Klubnik.
Okay.
Klubnik wants to play in it.
Okay.
He's submitting his name up there
Okay.
at the top already. Let's see. Sellers, I don't think if he leaves, he ain't going either.
And he's a sophomore, so we'll see if they let him play.
Yeah, if he goes, I don't think he'll play. I mean, he's going top 10.
Carson Beck. Carson Beck's going to try to be there.
Beck and Nussmeier, I could see Beck for sure.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
I like that.
I like that as well. I think what I would do if I was Cade Klubnik, though, because we tweeted on our account, we would love to see Clemson do Cade Klubnik a favor and get him some under center reps. It's weird because in my mind, I don't know about you or anyone else, but when I think of Dabo Swinney and Clemson, for some reason, I think of under the center smashing ball, but that's not what they play.
Really?
That's not what they play.
No, I don't. I think receivers.
Okay.
Michael Williams, Sammy
That's true.
Watkins, T.
That's
Higgins, Hunter Renfro. I think receivers, man.
Okay.
I know what you mean, but they just haven't had great backs
I know.
since Spiller.
Since Spiller, and then they had did they have a couple decent ones?
I mean, decent Andre Ellington.
Yeah, Ellington.
Will Shipley.
Shipley was
But
good. But yeah,
nobody
I don't
great.
know why I think of under the center ball with them, but Dabo doesn't run under the center. I think if Klubnik goes, is just to get under center reps on film. That's it. Maybe. But we'll see. Obviously, it's a long time down
Yeah,
the
I got
road.
the season, man.
But this was just announced this week of them, announcing Panini as a sponsor. So, really cool, really cool. Have some good trading cards probably. Got some merch coming out, people. We do have a new shirt that's going to be coming out here pretty soon. We'll be doing a giveaway as well for fans, day ones as well. Big shout to you all, and we just want to get some stuff out there. You all can support Home Squad for a good price. Don't know exact price, be really cheap though. We're not out here to make money. Just want to kind of give these to the players and whoever else, families, friends, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, hopefully to get some more gear coming out here. But other announcements, we got 7-on-7 coming up. We got our 7-on-7 spotlight. Me and Dalton, Home Squad Sports, we will be there live and in person at a couple 7-on-7. Haven't announced them yet. We got 2 confirmed right now. Working on a third, but I'm excited just to watch some live football, bro.
7-on-7 as me. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and then Briggs Cherry is at OT7. He's going to be a Louisville quarterback among with a bunch of quarterbacks right now that are at the OT7 camp. Go check up and see your favorite players that are at OT7 and what they're doing. But we're going to be covering some high school matchups, just a couple high school 7-on-7 teams. I won't announce one, but a player, a couple of guys that are just some guys you've seen on this.
They know about them,
and guys you've seen, on all the websites and all that good stuff. So we've got that coming up, and what else do we got? Do want to add in here? I did add this: the PSAC extended invitation to Lackawanna College. So this is probably not big news to anyone, but the only reason I had it in here is this is pretty cool because this team's actually going to go into JUCO to D2. So yeah. 2-year to a 4-year, which is big. So guys, they don't have to recruit as much, and opportunities for players that we get to cover. Another program that's going to have more players, so that's pretty cool. Shout to them.
Lackawanna.
Got Jackson here. His top 4. We'll see where he goes. Want to thank him for coming on the show. And Dalton,
yes, sir.
What was your thoughts on the Jackson Roper interview?
I think he's a great kid, man.
Well-spoken kid.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like he has some great figures in his life.
Yeah.
And it seems like if you get him in the locker room, man, you're not gonna have to worry about him for the 4 years, however long you have him. He's gonna be there. He's gonna show up every day. He's gonna show up to workouts. He's gonna show up to film. He's gonna do what the coaches ask him, man. And that's all you want. That's a guy who can develop.
Yeah, it's a guy you can rely on as a quarterback. And we haven't mentioned it as much as we should, but bro's 2027 class. Like, he's just now going into his junior year.
Yeah.
He's just fine, and I respect him not wanting to string it along. Obviously, you have to take time to make this big decision, but it seems like he's one. I love to see somebody make up their mind early and kind of get that out.
Nice
the way.
change of pace.
Yeah, he wants to get his decision out the way before the season's over. I mean, even starts rather, and I really respect that because it sounds like he wants a state ring. And that's something, you have to be focused on. You can't be – you can obviously take your visits, but we know as far – we went to state and our team lost in the state championship. It's hard to do it. You need everybody bought in, not just a couple guys. You need everybody. But Jackson Roper's definitely bought in. He works out at 5 in the morning, bro. Gets up at 3:30.
3:30 is crazy.
He gets up at 3:30 in the morning to work to become a better football player.
No, I mean, I wouldn't have done it.
No, I wouldn't have
done it. I know you wouldn't have.
No. I mean, I love playing.
Me too.
I love going out there on Friday and scoring a bunch of points and making sure every light on that scoreboard worked. But 5 in the morning, bro.
I mean, get up at 3:30.
But guess what, man? I will attest to that to Coach Matt McChesney. There's only a few guys that are worth getting up for that early, and he's one of the coaches that's worth.
Matt McChesney getting up at 3:30 too.
Exactly.
Himself.
Yeah.
To do this for these kids.
Yeah,
so
bro. I respect.
That's impressive in its own right.
I respect him so much, man, because
you don't really get as much out of it as the kids, man. The kids might have an NFL future out of it. All he gets to say is, "Oh, I coached that kid."
Yep, and he's representing some of them too, as well as they go on. So he's able to kind of take care of them and not making sure somebody's taking advantage of them.
Okay, that's good.
If I know it's not well known, but some of these agents in these colleges, I don't know if you know, Dalton, they're taking up to 25% of their kids' earnings, of their players' earnings. I will say this right now because I'm not really spilling the beans. Matt McChesney's put this out there. He only takes 3%. He only takes 3%. That's the NFL rate. That's what your NFL agent takes, 3%. He's doing these kids a solid. He's not swaying them either way. He was a Colorado Buff, great defensive lineman back when they were winning bowl games. He's just wanting to see them do good. There's so many leeches in this industry. And some of them it's coaches. Some of them it's parents. Some of them it's agents. Some of them it's all three. And Matt McChesney, Coach McChesney, is just trying to make sure those guys are not approached by those leeches.
Yeah.
He wants his kids to be better opportunities, better programs. It's just something I respect. I respect it because me and you, we didn't have coaches that didn't do anything to get us recruited, right? And that's okay. We got that's not their job. There was a high school coach. They coached high school.
They did.
That's what they did. But a lot of these coaches, and like Coach Matt McChesney, he makes sure eyes are watching. He takes his kids to camp. He drives them. We've seen coaches pull up with truck full of kids at camps, driving them, not their parents, the coaches driving them. And, we need more of that.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
It's becoming a business every year. Me and you see it. You're an SEC fan. Your team's an SEC. You've seen it. Your team's more ran like a pro team than all the other teams, outside the SEC.
Oh, yeah. So, you're right. It's crazy. There's just more money getting involved every single year.
Every year. I know just from what we've been able to gather, we've been reached out by an agent now, by a couple of our guys that we've recruited. Not going to say any names, but from big agencies. And these guys are, from what I've heard, are signing 2-year deals for when they come in. So you sign a high school deal and you're getting 2 years with I guess a team option or I don't know how that works exactly, but I know for a fact these guys are signing 2-year deals. And just imagine just being in those shoes at 17. He's probably going on 17. He's just about to be a junior.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be a junior. He's probably 16 still.
That's what I'm saying. And he's about to make his decision right now. And it's a 6-figure decision. We don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
It's a well over 6-figure decision. So it's such a hard decision. I don't know, man. Me and you were, okay, for example, me and you were in market for a new pair of shoes, right? We want to make sure we get a nice pair of shoes. We're over here doing research on shoes. Like, man, I wanted to get some nice. I don't know if I want those Jordans. I ain't paying $190 for those.
$220.
Those are good. I need to find the best shoe for me. And we do all that research. And this dude's having to decide of what billion-dollar industry, team to go play for and dedicate. And he's going to have to get up at 6 a.m. somewhere. So it's got to, make sure you choose the right decision.
Yeah.
I think he's going to make a great decision.
I got faith in him, man. Seems like he's got it down.
Yeah, he does. He does. He's in great hands with Coach McChesney, and we'll keep you updated on his recruitment and see where he goes. No, Dalton is obviously he's not getting them at Florida, so we'll see. We'll see if Florida can maybe.
I wish we didn't have to play him, but
bring the Brinks truck. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm excited to see where he goes and a number of our recruits. We got a couple recruits we're going to be spotlighting here in the near future, trying to get some more eyes on them. Guys like Jackson Fowden, guys like Bisher. And Austin Bisher, quarterback there. We're really excited about him. And we have some interviews that's going to be dropping as well. Dalton, I want to get your thoughts on just wrapping up the show. Obviously, we went over Florida getting 2 big recruits. What do you want to see? I'd say that before we see our fellas and our folks, from recruiting, from now, obviously NBA's over, NBA draft, yada, yada. Your Rays are the hottest team in the MLB.
Yes.
So how does that feel?
Scorching. Just swept the Royals. They gave up 1 run in 3 games. 29-7 the last month or so. Just dominating. I don't know who's going to stop us right now. Offense and pitching both rolling, man. It feels great. It's our best chance to win a World Series in 5 or 6 years.
Okay, and then right now, obviously, you're Tampa Bay Rays fans. You are playing in a temporary stadium.
You're
in Tampa, right? Or no, where you at?
Yeah, it's Tampa this year. It used to be St. Pete.
Stadium. St. Pete this year.
No, that's where it used to be.
Okay,
stadium used to be in St. Pete.
And so you get some natural lighting in your games.
It's outside.
It was a nice change of pace, wasn't it?
I loved it. Like I said, you could sit at like a bar stool seat, bar top, man. We had regular seats, bleacher seats, but you have to sit there. We were in the middle. We didn't go there all game. We just had our feet. Man, I had another bar stool right here. Had my feet kicked up, watching baseball.
Good.
Nothing like it when it is your favorite team. If I had season tickets, man, I would not be sad. I would go with all 81 games.
I think I would agree because we went to a Tampa Bay Rays game.
I don't like those stadiums.
In Tropicana. The tarped off seats, and
just
like just the feel of an artificial breeze is kind of weird.
I think we should at least have a retractable roof,
Yeah.
But it sucks.
It's
hot.
Worry about rain.
It's hot right now.
Have you all had many games rained out this year?
No.
That's crazy.
It's been hot though.
I know.
We don't have many day games.
Yeah, heat wave. That's one thing. It doesn't matter where you are right now. We have in common. It's been an insane heat wave.
Actually,
7-on-7s are getting canceled.
Florida Keys is only 82 degrees right now. Apparently, I'm
Where?
talking to this girl down there. She said it's only 82.
Oh my god.
Florida Keys. I was like, damn, I need to be there.
That's crazy.
It's not 103 heat index here today.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going outside. So
tomorrow
Jackson
would be the
Roper's,
same.
Inside, outside, getting work in. Got to respect him.
Oh yeah.
Guys working out everywhere, man. 7-on-7s are getting canceled. We couldn't announce one of our 7-on-7s just to let y'all know because it got canceled.
Really? The heat?
Yeah, but shout out to Jackson Roper before we end the show out. We're going to have some more recruits there. We will have this Jackson Roper interview cut up and uploaded the next day or two, probably tomorrow. And Dalton, you got any final closing thoughts?
Good, man. Just keep watching recruiting. Not much going on in football right now. A little slow.
Yeah.
Time of the year right now because recruiting's almost over.
Yeah, recruiting blitz right now for us. I'm scouting offensive linemen right now, getting a list together, checking it twice, checking it 3 times.
Oh, no, you are. I know. With the lineman. You love the lineman.
Yeah. Jackson Roper is one of my favorites, bro. I was literally building a list, and I'm like, I was watching the guys from 247 top to bottom in from bottom to top, and I was like, all right, 6-0 guy, 6-0 guy, not 6-0, okay, 6-0 guy, and I'm like, it's a coincidence, but not a coincidence because, bro, these guys are just getting trained by one of the best in the nation. It's all about resources. If you're in the Colorado area, 6-0 Academy is a place to be and train at. But with nothing to talk about here, we'll catch you updated. We got College Football 26 dropping here soon.
Oh, yeah,
we're
2 weeks.
Streams, me and Dalton. So there's no off season, I promise. College Football 26 is going to be dropping.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're
2 weeks away.
Yeah, we're going to be having streams all the time. But we'll keep you posted, people. Have some interviews I'm going to be uploaded the next couple of days. We got Xavier Restrepo interview that we're sitting on that we're going to be releasing. Looks like Restrepo is going to be making 53-man roster.
I think so.
Yeah, he should. He deserves it. He deserves it because he's good enough and he works hard. I think him, DK, were 2 really good pickups for the Titans.
And A.O.
Manor. Yeah, watch out for the Titans. We'll see what they do. We'll see how Cam Ward, obviously, it really all depends on how he's going to play. Shout out to Draft Professor. They have been keeping everyone covered with preseason draft stuff. If you're working on your draft boards, Dalton's been appearing weekly. You went over Oregon this past week, right?
Yeah, they actually don't have that many studs this year.
That's where I get scared about Dan Lanning. That's where I get scared. Because when I'm on College Football 25, when I say, all right, this is my last year at the school, or I'm about to leave the school soon, I don't really recruit as hard. Is Dan Lanning doing what I do in the game? Is he doing that? That's why I've been asking myself.
All right.
I've been wondering. I've been getting into coaching mode, man. I'm ready to coach these kids up on the game. I'm ready to get some good schemes. I'm ready to run a good offense. I'm ready to beat Dalton on stream. Dalton's ready to get the business on stream. He's ready to get the business on college football.
That's probably probably not true.
He is. He is. He is.
It's probably not gonna happen.
He is.
It probably you might win a couple after I get this game down. It'd be like NCAA 14 used to be.
Oh.
Or he couldn't beat me at the end.
Ooh. That's true.
That's true. It's true.
That's
That's just true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
But I will say.
I mean, I didn't play 25 that much, but we're playing 26 because we're gonna be streaming it. So I'm gonna be playing it more, and I gotta play Florida every day with that new. You get money when you play with the team.
Yeah.
So I gotta support my program.
Oh yeah, I wish they could track you and see how much Dalton's gonna
Play with
contribute to
Florida?
their NIL fund because I'm sure Dalton's gonna run it up.
Oh, bro, I probably if I'm leaving, I'll just put a game on and sim it.
I know. How are
Does
they
that
gonna
count?
be able to determine that?
If that counts, I mean.
Okay, I know it's a weird one, but I think they're gonna be able to calculate that. You have to play on like an online
I hope not.
setting, online dynasty or an online matchup. Because how could they calculate you playing?
Yeah, I
with
know.
the crib?
But
see.
Yeah.
We'll see. They
My
have a lot of-
console's connected to the internet though. Still,
I know.
it always is.
I mean, they could really pull the numbers, but it's all about.
They
how
wanted
easy-
to.
They don't want to do it. They don't want to dig deep. But I see it. I think a lot of people are gonna. Obviously it's gonna be a big game. It's been it was the my highest sold sports game in ever, right? Ever. So pretty crazy.
I think
we'll
that's
see what
right.
happens. And guys that we've helped get recruited or just follow, they're going to be on the game. Jason Wright, quarterback at Buffalo. Jameer Scott, cornerback
Wisconsin.
DB at Wisconsin. That's going to be pretty crazy. So get to
It'll be
play
fun,
with them.
man.
I know. Wisconsin's a good thing to talk about because either somebody's really hyped for them this year or like they're horrible. I don't know what it is. I'm a fan.
Oh,
I'm not a fan.
They're gonna be weak.
Okay.
7-5 at the best, probably.
Okay, we'll get into
They're
that.
not the old Wisconsin, man.
They're not, but we'll see what Luke Fickle can do.
They need some backs. They gotta start getting backs like they used to. They gotta get Monte Balls. They gotta get James White.
I'm so glad you just said that because not too long ago I was watching the Big Ten championship where it was Russell Wilson and Monte Ball versus Kirk Cousins and Le'Veon Bell matchup.
And
Go
they
on YouTube, watch those.
Wisconsin
highlights.
had Jared Abbrederis too at receiver.
Okay.
Oh my God, most underrated college receiver maybe ever.
They're known for just studs. They need to do something to like.
I mean,
I feel like when you're watching Wisconsin, it takes a couple plays for you to realize you're watching Wisconsin because their jerseys look like Ohio State's. They're just kind of the branding is kind of.
There's something about them I like. It's cartoon. It's like cartoonish.
I know. I like them too. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I just like Wisconsin.
I like their brand. I like the W. It's so cartoonish W, so I like it, man.
They have good resources because I've been watching a lot of their offseason stuff. Their facilities look A1.
Yeah, they are.
If I'm a recruit, I'm looking at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Their system's air raid, I believe.
It is.
They pass a whole lot.
Yeah, maybe that's why they haven't been good lately, though.
Yeah, air raid offenses are just kind of when they're good, they're really good, and when they're not, they're on their way to getting.
They haven't had a quarterback. They tried to. They already had a quarterback. We'll see how Billy does.
Yeah. Oh, I'm CJ Bailey.
Billy Edwards.
Oh, Billy Edwards. I'm about that. I don't know why I think that. Yes, Billy Edwards transfer. I like him. He's grew on me a lot. I know with draft professors, some guys weren't really high on Billy Edwards, which kind of made me. I was like, okay, am I crazy? Am I not seeing something?
He had a good year last year.
But I think he's going to be okay.
He carried Maryland last year, honestly.
And yeah, I mean, I think his Maryland team was.
He got
good.
Ty Felton drafted high.
I love Ty Felton.
Hey, he got him drafted high. I mean, quarterback gets a lot of the credit when receivers get drafted, especially guys that were off the board going into the year.
Well,
I still think Ty Felton's good, but
I wish could say I agree with that statement, but Shadur Sanders just put the most
He put
receivers
3
in
in
the
there.
NFL, and he still wouldn't fit.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Right?
Yeah, but 2 of them are return specialists
Lester,
in my book.
Wester
And Horn.
I think Horn's going to get.
He might
Hunter
get snaps.
Renfro's probably going to get hurt week something.
Who?
Horn's going to.
They got Hunter Renfro?
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's him and Tet.
I know. And do you imagine if Hunter Renfro gets
And
banged
Leggett-
up, Horn gets to come in and be slot?
Leggett's going to be better this year, too.
Hey, I'm going to be betting on the Panthers a couple games this year. Just know I am.
I almost made a
And
crazy statement. I ain't going to.
Okay, well, I want to get your thoughts on this crazy statement. Is Bryce Young going to have a better year than Kyler Murray?
No.
No, because you like Kyle Pitts.
Just got like Kyler Murray. Kyler Pitts doesn't play for
I
him.
know, my bad. I was thinking
Penix?
Yeah, Penix. What do you think about Penix?
That's tougher. I think Kyler Murray's good now. So I was like, Kyler Murray is not.
I don't know who it was, but I think
I don't like Penix as.
I don't want to put his name out there because it's not like a crazy thing I'm gonna say. I don't know who said it in the group chat or on my feed, but somebody said that he was gonna go for 4,000 yards this year. Penix, 4,000 yards his first year starting. Do you think higher or lower? Or for that, you think he'll hit it?
Let me do some math.
That's hard.
How many yards a game is that?
I think Burrow had like 5,000 his last year at LSU. So 17.
2004, 2008. I mean,
wins and losses.
that's 4,000 yards in 16 games if he's only averages 250. So
could do it.
You only get average 240
Yeah.
for 17 games, bro.
Yeah,
240 ain't that much.
I know.
With his weapons.
It does sound crazy in college, but you're right.
NFL, yeah.
And especially if you make it to the playoffs, if you want to count those numbers.
17 games, though. I mean, it's 240 a game. Yeah, that's possible. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson. Darnell Mooney.
So do you think the Falcons will have a better record than the Cardinals?
No, I like the Cardinals this year, man.
I like the Cardinals too.
They might make the playoffs.
I agree.
They'll finish second in their division. They'll finish ahead of San Fran and Seattle.
Oh, yeah. Yes, maybe.
Say Darnold's.
Big year for Sam Darnold. If you thought last year was a big year for Sam Darnold.
Smith and Jigba's about to go off this year, though. If y'all that early dynasty fantasy hint, Jackson Smith and Jigba draft him above his spot.
I like that. I agree with that.
He's gonna be the number one. Cup's gonna get hurt, right?
I'm so glad you brought up fantasy. This is the last thing we'll bring up before we end it here. Shout out to everybody watching on all platforms. Really, we really appreciate it. Want to get Dalton's thoughts because if you look on our story, we had the John Hamm video. Did you watch that video? He's in a fantasy.
Yeah, I've seen it earlier.
He's in a fantasy league where the winner gets to choose someone to be kicked out of the league, but that person's not kicked out of the league until right before the draft of the next season. So they have to bring all their computers, they all have to get together like you're going to draft, and imagine you're about to draft. You got a couple guys you're going to look for, and he chooses you to be kicked out. That'd be crazy.
I'd be mad.
That's a good draft rule, though. That's a good fantasy rule. Like, okay, forget the hold the sign at wherever and doing that. That stuff's funny too. But imagine you have to get. It's not really kicked out. I guess a ban for a couple of years because every year you're gonna have less people. But like a 2-3 year ban. Would you ever play in a league like that where it's on the line?
Yeah, I've been at Dynasty League for 10 years probably now.
Yeah,
we don't do that, but still, I love it.
That'd be crazy.
Dynasty Leagues it's the best, man.
I would like it maybe down the line, but this year we will be on fantasy. We might do a separate fantasy, just a home squad, a consensus fantasy team. But I'm excited here. We'll have a couple sleepers, and we're going to get our conference previews wrapped up as well. We'll have you resumed with that next week. Conference previews, each conference. What conference we're going to do next week? Conference USA?
MAC, wasn't it?
MAC.
Is MAC next week?
Yeah, Mac is next week. You're right. Mac's next week, and
he wants to come on.
Our boy Mark, our senior writer, is going to be on there. And then, man, I'm really excited. He's going to be a beast and really good adage to us. We are now on Substack as well. If you follow Substack, if you get on there, follow us on Substack and subscribe because our senior writer Mark is going to be churning out content daily once the season starts and preseason content. He's working on getting draft stuff together, top 10 for each position. We'll have you covered. But stay tuned on Home Squad Sports, people. And anything you want to add, Dalton?
We're good, man. Let's get it.
All right, fellas. Well, I appreciate everyone here that's been joining us. Thank you to Jackson Roper for joining.
Absolutely.
Absolute stud. We'll see where he goes. Alabama, Oklahoma, Texas A&M, or Ole Miss. So very excited to see where he goes. You all have a great rest of your week. Stay cool. Stay out the heat. Stay hydrated. And just stay watching Home Squad Sports. We'll see you next week.
See y'all later, guys.
See ya.